Oh, oh my God! You'll have to excuse me. I'm still a bit giddy from that Avalanche comeback win. It was just amazing. Down 4-2, we come back tied up, and Burakovsky scores in overtime, and that's a big win because we picked up 2 points on Vegas, and now we're still 2 points ahead of Minnesota, who beat Vegas. So it's pretty clustered in that in that top three in the West Division. Not as clustered as Central's top three, but it's pretty clustered. But anyway, the main important news here is two more teams have joined the playoff party, and one division's playoff group is complete. First off, congratulations to this team. Boston Bruins. Boston needed just 1 point to get in the playoffs, and they got the two. They beat the Devils 3-0. A very dominant game that saw Boston just out completely own New Jersey in shots, which is kind of surprising considering that they've had problems. They had problems against the Devils this season. In fact, the Devils actually shut them out twice, both 1-0 games. But Boston did get the job done this time, and they made the playoffs. They took the last spot left in the East Division, which unfortunately means New York Rangers, they're out. New York Rangers were officially eliminated before their game was completed, and they lost 6-3, so they're going to be eliminated anyway. So the East field is complete, and it's interesting considering the East was the last to have a playoff spot clinched. Now all four of the East playoff spots, they're locked in. So Pittsburgh and Washington both clinched that same day, that Thursday. The Islanders officially got in on Saturday, and Boston officially clinched today. So so that's all that. So all that's left now is to determine seeding and positioning. And at the moment in the East Division, it's Washington and Pittsburgh sitting at the top two. Washington won, and Pittsburgh got clobbered. They got clobbered in Philadelphia. So both teams are 71 points, but Washington has the game in hand, so they are the first place team at the moment. Boston actually moved past the Islanders because the Islanders lost in Buffalo. So Boston is sitting in third place, and the Islanders are sitting in fourth place, which means the playoff matchups now, as of now, would be Capitals versus Islanders and Penguins versus the Bruins. But that's not all, is it? Another team clinched the playoff spot tonight, and let's congratulate this team. I always did like that horn. The Oilers, they only needed 1 point, but they got the two. They beat the Vancouver Canucks 5-3, so they are in the playoffs. They're the second team in the North Division, the All-Canadian Division, to clinch a spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs, leaving 2 spots left. That win, the Oilers win came with another, oh my God, this kid, Connor McDavid, 2-2, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's on pace for a 100-point season. This is a shortened season, 56. Who knows what he could get in a full season? He could get like 140, maybe 150. It's ridiculous what this kid's doing. But yeah, Connor had 2-2, 4 more points. He's got 60 assists. I think that actually his grand total now is 91. So I think he's definitely going to get that 100. He's got plenty of time. But the Oilers clinched. They won, and it's getting interesting now. The Oilers are still a good bit behind Toronto Maple Leafs, who lost in overtime tonight. In the standings, they're 8 points behind as far as first place. Now, they have 6 games left. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 64 is 76. That's the highest they can get. So Toronto, according to my math, Toronto needs about 5 more points to officially clinch first place and get home ice throughout that North Division portion of the playoffs. I think it's safe to say they're going to get home ice. I said home. I think it's home field. I think it's safe to say they're going to get home ice in at least one round, which hasn't happened for Toronto in a long time. Not counting last year, even though that East bubble was in Toronto. But yeah, so the Oilers are in. 2 spots left, and it's kind of a dogfight for third, because because the way it looks, we know Winnipeg and Montreal are going to get those last 2 spots. What we don't know is where they're finished, because Winnipeg lost their 7th in a row, and now with Montreal winning, they are tied in points, and they play the same amount of games. But I think it's the regulation wins keep Winnipeg ahead, 21-20. But we could see Montreal move up to 3rd. Wouldn't that be something? So again, congrats to the Bruins and congrats to the Oilers. There are 2 playoff spots left in the 2 playoff spots left in the North Division, 1 left in the West, and 1 left in the Central. While all the spots are clinched in the East. The numbers are getting thin. Teams are getting eliminated, and there are more clinches between now and Saturday. And I will get my congratulatory videos in order. Again, congrats to Boston and congrats to Edmonton. And stay tuned for more congratulations. 4 spots left.